Okay, hi, it's Emily Sadowski, PhD, author of What is Intuition? And this is part one of my version of an audiobook where I read the book aloud and post it to YouTube instead of making an audio recording so that everyone can receive it. Here we go. What is intuition? Resonance, connection, and trusting intuition on its own terms. A note to the reader. This book is for everyone who wants to better understand what intuition is and why that matters. It's especially for you if you want to feel more connected to your intuition or crave a more coherent, dynamic relationship between your inner world and outer life. And it's also for those of us who seek a deeper connection to something more. But this isn't one of those books that simply teaches you how to become more intuitive. There are enough of those how-to books out there. The truth is, you already are intuitive, but our minds and internalized values easily get in the way of that. So rather than how to, this book is a why to. My goal is to start a conversation about something we know is important, but is difficult to talk about. Our world is in the midst of a massive paradigm shift. People are becoming more intuitive and simultaneously are in need of cultivating wise discernment. We're faced with the need to know what is the right thing to do, what is true, what matters. And many of us don't trust our intuition. In the privacy of our own minds, many of us are having all kinds of non ordinary and extraordinary awarenesses, but without a context that lets them make sense, we don't always register what they mean or recognize if they're meaningful at all. Understandably, it can be hard to put intuitive experiences into words and to put those words into a framework that explains what is even happening. By the end of this book, you'll be thinking about intuition with a bigger point of view than you're starting with. Most importantly, you'll get to know intuition as a relationship you have with yourself, a process of consciousness you can cultivate intentionally. The ideas in this book began as my PhD research. I use specific vocabulary and concepts that we don't use day to day. The glossary in the back is there for a reason. As with any book that addresses some complex ideas, it's more than okay to read slowly or to let the ideas wash over you. I hope the book becomes something you return to again and again as a reference. Maybe you'll read with others, in a book group or with friends. In any case, make sure you pick up the Reader's Discussion Guide and other bonus material available at whatisintuition.ca. Taking up the inner work of developing your intuition is an act of reclamation and resistance to the widespread alienation that exists throughout our culture. By learning to trust our intuitive experiences, we can then show ourselves and others that these experiences are a real and valuable part of human experience. So thank you for reading. As our world becomes more intuitive, it's also in need of people who are integrating ideas about intuition, resonance, and connection as vital aspects of our everyday experience. That's the end of the introduction. I'll see you in the next video.